Hello and welcome to this Vinyasa video working on stimulating the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. This practice will be both grounding and relaxing and can help soothe you if you are suffering stress or anything weighing heavily on your mind. Coming onto your mat, we'll begin in a wide-legged child's pose, spreading your knees as wide as is comfortable. Walk your palms up the mat and bring your forehead down onto the mat. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3 and 4. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now as you inhale, lift the palms of the hands up off the mat, coming onto the fingertips. And as you exhale, lower the palms back down. And as you inhale, raise the fingertips towards the sky. Stretching out the wrists. Exhale, lower the fingertips down. Inhale, raise up the palms. Exhale, lower the palms back down. Inhale, raise the fingertips. And exhale, bring the fingertips back down. As you exhale, gently roll your head over to the right side of your forehead. Inhale and come back to center. And as you exhale, roll over to the left side of your forehead. Inhale, coming back to center. And as you inhale, coming up to tabletop pose, taking a few rounds of cat-cow, making sure that your shoulders are over your wrists and that your hips are over your knees. As you inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift your gaze for cow pose. And as you exhale, chin to the chest, tucking the tailbone, cat pose. Moving through a few more rounds at your own pace. One more round. Meeting back in tabletop pose. Walking the palms up to the top of the mat. Lowering your front down towards the mat. Bring your forehead down onto the mat for extended puppy pose. Inhaling for the 4 count as we did in child's pose. Coming all the way down onto the forearms and onto the front, transitioning into Sphinx pose, gazing straight ahead like the Sphinx in the sands, keeping the breath even, letting any tensions drain away down into the ground. Coming all the way down now, bringing the forehead down onto the mat, placing the hands on the back of the head. As you inhale, raising the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the right leg back down. Inhale, raise the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, lower the left leg back down. On the next inhale, raising both legs up to the sky. Exhale, lower them back down. And on your next inhale, raise both the legs and the upper body. Inhale. As you exhale, rolling forward. Forehead dips towards the mat but doesn't touch the mat. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, coming all the way down. Bringing the palms of the hands under the shoulders. Tucking the toes. Pushing up, rolling over the knees, then lift the hips, finding downward facing dog. Let's pedal it out, raising one heel and then the other, swaying the hips, loosening up the pelvis and the hips, working out any tension in the small of the back. Finding stillness. Then lifting the gaze and walking to the top of the mat. As you inhale, coming up to halfway lift, flat back, hands just above the knees. Exhale, standing forward fold. And as you inhale, coming up to standing, your head being the last to raise up. Now moving to Sun Salutation C. As you inhale, raise the arms up overhead, leaning back, standing back bend. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Palming the mat, step the left foot back, left knee to the mat. Right knee stepped over the right ankle, palms together, palms raise up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Exhale as you bring the palms back to the mat, tucking the left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back, high plank. Then bringing the knees down onto the mat. Bring the upper torso down onto the mat for low plank. Then as you inhale, pushing up to cobra pose. Rolling back over the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Then stepping the right foot forward, Left knee to the mat, Anjaneyasana. Palming the mat, lift the left knee, step the left foot forward, halfway lift. Standing forward fold. Standing back bend. And hands through heart center. Dropping the hands to the side, finding mountain pose. We'll take another sun salutation C on the left side. As you inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Palming the mat, stepping back with the right line. Anjaneyasana. Palming the mat, lift the right knee, step the left foot back, high plank. Bending the knees, coming down, low plank. Inhale for cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Palming the mat, lift the right knee, step the right foot forward, halfway lift. Standing forward fold. Standing back bend. Hands through heart center. Finding mountain pose. Now stepping back with the left foot, turning the left foot to a 45-degree angle, bending into the right leg. Bring the hands up overhead, palms together for warrior one. As you exhale, opening out to the left side, palms facing the sky, warrior two. Flipping the palms as you inhale, leaning back, right bicep to the right ear, reverse warrior. Exhale, coming back to warrior two. Then bring the hands together behind the back, linking the fingers. And as you inhale, open the chest to the sky. And as you exhale, fold over the right thigh, bringing the head down towards the mat for warrior four. Release the hands down onto the mat. Walk the hands round to the side of the mat and turn the feet out. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, fold down, lowering the head down towards the mat. As you inhale, straighten the arms and bend into the right knee, coming onto the left heel. Palms together for Skandasana. Palming the mat, placing the left foot back down, walk the hands across the mat, turning to face the back of the mat, Coming high onto the right toes, stepping the left foot back, bring the left knee to the chest, and then lower the left leg down onto the mat. Coming in for pigeon pose, walking the hands up the mat, lowering the forehead down onto the mat. Raising the head up, walk the palms back till they're under the shoulders, then tucking the right toes, lift the left leg up and step the left leg back to meet the right. Coming into high plank, then bend the elbows, come down, low plank, inhale for Chaturanga, meeting back in down and facing dog. We'll move through that again on the left side. As you inhale, bring the left knee to the chest, then step the left foot forward, turning the right foot to a 45-degree angle, palms together, lifting up, warrior one. Opening out to the right side, warrior two. Flip the palms, reverse warrior. Coming back through warrior two, bringing the hands together behind the back. Inhale and open your heart. Then exhale, folding over the left thigh. Head down towards the mat. Palming the mat, walking the hands round to the side of the mat, turning the feet out. Inhale, and then forward fold. Head down towards the mat. Inhale and straighten the arms, bending into the left knee, coming onto the right heel, palms together, Skandasana. Palming the mat, walking the hands along the mat, turning to face the top of the mat. Raising the right foot off the mat, right knee to the chest, then lowering the right leg down, coming in to pigeon pose, walking the hands up the mat. Bring the forehead down onto the mat. Lifting the head, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, coming high onto the left toes, coming up to high plank, bending the elbows, low plank, moving through Chaturanga and downward facing dog. We're now coming in to our inversion, starting first with dolphin pose, and then after going into child's pose, we have the choice of either going back to dolphin pose, or if it is within your practice, coming in for headstand pose. Now for dolphin pose, bring the forearms down onto the mat and slowly, mindful of the body, bring the head down onto the mat. Try and keep the weight evenly spread between your arms, your head and your feet, not dumping all your weight onto your head or your neck. And don't forget to breathe. Bending the knees, bring them down onto the mat, then lower the glutes down over the heels. Spread the knees as wide as is comfortable, coming down to child's pose. And just let the effects of dolphin pose pass. Lifting the head, bring the knees in, coming up to kneeling. We'll now move into headstand pose if that is within your practice. If you need to move your mat and use the wall for a support, please do so. But remember, this is not a tutorial, and if you do not have some experience with doing a headstand pose, please choose to take another dolphin pose, moving back through tabletop and downward facing dog, and then bending the elbows, coming onto the forearms and lowering the head down onto the mat. If you do have experience with headstands, I'll go ahead and cue that up. Walking the palms out in front of you, bringing the hands together to form a cradle, then raising the hips, bringing the head down onto the mat, making sure that the hands are on the crown of the head, coming high onto the toes, lifting the knees up, lifting the hips. I'm walking up, raising one leg and then the other, coming in to headstand pose, finding balance, your drishti, your fixed pointed gaze, keeping the core engaged. Then slowly, with control, lower one leg and then the other, coming onto the toes. Then bring the knees down onto the mat, lowering the glutes down to the heels, spreading the legs, coming back to child's pose. Lifting the gaze, coming up to kneeling, then extending the legs out in front of you, raising the arms up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs, reaching for the soles of the feet or the ankles. And as you inhale, coming back up, Reaching the left hand for the left toes, extend the right arm behind you, gazing over the right shoulder, and raise the right leg up. Then bending the right knee, bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee, bending the left elbow, lower the right hand behind you, coming into half fold of the finch. Turning back to face the top of the mat. Come down onto your back, keeping your right leg over your left. As you exhale, raise the left leg up and bend the left knee, coming into a reclined figure four, bringing the hands behind the left knee, getting a nice deep stretch in the right hip. Then releasing the left leg, unbind the right leg and bring the hands to the inside of the feet, palms over the soles, knees to the armpits, finding happy baby, remaining still or gently rocking from side to side. Releasing the feet, bring the legs together, bending the knees, rocking gently, back and forth, and then coming up to sitting, extending the legs out in front of you, raising the arms up overhead as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, taking hold of the left toes, extending the left arm behind you, and then raise up the left leg. Bending the left knee. Bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee, bending the right elbow, left hand behind you, half Lord of the Fish. Turning back to face the top of the mat, coming to lay down on your back, keeping your left leg bent over the right as you inhale, raising the right leg, bending the right knee, finding the reclined figure four and getting a stretch in your left hip. Releasing the right leg, unbind the left leg, then taking hold of the inside of the feet, coming back to a happy baby, finding stillness or gently rocking from side to side. Then releasing the feet, lowering the legs down onto the mat. Have the palms facing up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, closing the eyes, letting your body soften and relax, coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose, taking these next few moments to completely relax, allowing your mind to wander where it will, not trying to hold any thoughts, any feelings, just letting yourself be completely still and secure in this space. Finding small movement in your fingers, in your toes, waking the body back up. Bring your knees into your chest, unwrap your arms around your legs, giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. Thank you for all that it has done. And then slowly making your way to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future practice. Bringing the palms together, we'll bow our heads. Namaste.